stuff, it's gonna get ugly. And then you've got this gap here between the frame and the body that we're gonna close up. Fortunately, we've got these really nice mounting points up here. So what we're gonna do is first we're going to remove the black portion of these bolts, these kind of black plastic nuts that are on here. We're just gonna remove these 6 pieces here on the lower end, and then on the front of the tire, these 2 over here. Those are just finger tight, so super easy. Put those off to the side. Then down here we have our splash guard. You guys have 6 M6 10 millimeter bolts there. Then you have 2 8 millimeter rivets. These are silver now. Again, we're prototyping, so these will be black by the time you guys get your parts. These do require some bends. You can see these blood lines that are in here. You're gonna wanna bend this piece in towards you like that, super easy. This top one by the Ark is gonna be a little bit more of an aggressive angle there. The one on the left side of the Ark is gonna be coming towards you a little bit. And then you've got this nice rear splash guard there that's gonna block that up. So first, let's start on the other side here. This is the rear piece. You got another line here. This is gonna be a pretty aggressive 90. So you can just put that in there like that, no big deal. And this is gonna go in first. So first and foremost, these pieces go up behind the felt to give it a little rigidity. So you're gonna put that in there, slide that in on top of the frame, and then you're gonna put these things right on those bolts that are sticking out of the body, and that's your first piece. You can finger tighten this down with your M6s, just to make sure that it stays in its position. And we'll get into the final step over here on the back side when we drill into the felt and secure it with 8 millimeter rivets here in a minute. Now let's move to the second piece, right? We've already gone through and bent this into position. This thing will stay where it's supposed to be once it's bent. And this is a bit of an interesting installation here because we've got some holes down here. Come on over here. We got some holes on the shock tower that the plastic fits into. And then you've got some holes on top of the frame where the plastic fits into. So we're gonna do this in a little bit of a sequence. You've got these 2 bulbs that kind of poke out from the guard itself. These go behind the felt. So we're gonna start there, and that's gonna secure it it's gonna put it into position and give you some room here for installation around the shock tower. Then you're gonna push down here at the bottom, you're gonna push it back, and you're gonna insert those 2 fingers into the holes, just like that. And then on the top piece, you're gonna lift this thing up, you're gonna slide it over, and these 2 pieces fit into the 2 holes that are on the frame. And again, this goes in front of your rear splash guard that you just put into position. So now that this is here, same sequence of events. You kind of put these holes into position. You take your M6 bolts, put them in, kind of finger tighten. Over on this side, you can move this thing around a little bit so that you can get in there, push that thing up. Finger tighten that. And then down there on the front side of the rear guard, put it in tight. All right, so now what you do is you grab your 10 millimeter hex. Make sure it's going the right way. Very 10 millimeter socket, sorry. All right, so now your front piece is nice and installed, covering those important lines that are there, blocking that whole area from mud, dirt, debris. This gap between the body and the frame is covered up as well, super secure. So one of the final pieces that we're going to drill into this felt to secure this piece into position. So we've got a 5/16 drill bit. You're gonna take that and you're gonna go into that felt. All right, so now you got the holes there. So you take your rivet, put your hand back there inside the felt and on top of the guard itself, and just put it through and secure it in there. You do that once, do that twice, and there you go. So now you're done with your installation of your rear splash guards for the Land Cruiser 250.